Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So that'll back them up 5.
Shit, they play ball, man. I ain't even worried about the money shit. Play ball, man.
Man, this nigga throwing the ball.
Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the
Yeah,
exact right
thing
throw.
about the bread.
Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Jones will come now in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Coleman now. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Roethlisberger.
Pick 6, let's go.
They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, Deion Jones and pick 6s, they're going together like peas and carrots. Oh, boy. He had 2 of those, though, as a rookie last year.
And I know part of the reason is his speed. He's one of the fastest linebackers that you're going to find in the NFL. But another part is he's not very tall. Sometimes he gets lost in coverage. When a quarterback's looking downfield, he just doesn't see him, and he ends up making big plays.
One of those pick 6s last year, 90-yard return against Drew Brees in his hometown of New Orleans. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Bell, and he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Now Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell.
Come on, man. I knew that shit.
Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. 77 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Good run, boy.
Devontae Freeman, 75 yards. And
I'm
the
saying,
Falcons
damn,
have
you
taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This fielded at the 2.
Okay.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
Everything
Just
locked
think of what
up.
it's like now on the sideline. Because
You
when
gotta
score
get
a
it off
touchdown,
there.
you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
McDonald, the man in motion. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. 3rd down now following the run. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it with Bell. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The Falcons average 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense. And they're already looking for more. Here's they've got it 1st and 10.
It's frustrating, I'm telling you, bro. I played against months straight.
Left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen
that? He is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Hey, what playbook you got, cuz?
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
The Colts.
The goat, man.
Oh, yeah.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Hurry up, let's go! Back. All right, here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were
I like the way you mix that shit up. Damn, boy, that's what I be telling you, cuz.
Didn't it? You know their expression, right?
That shit throw a motherfucker. Oh, man. You didn't do know what to do.
Or a check down, meaning they like to press it down.
Crazy.
They don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going deep here for Bryant.
Oh, my God, man. They let Brian catch that shit, man.
A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 41 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Hurry up, let's go! Watch
Good, though.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll put Bryant in motion left. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Two.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. The Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. In to throw again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And he brings it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And here now come the Falcons. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And some space here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him up.
It's caught at the 10.
Touchdown,
Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 49 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Bosher to kick it away.
Okay, somebody come in. What they say, bro?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time to try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
All right, here we go.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Yeah, that was crazy.
From the red end zone now. Here's Roethlisberger on first down.
And a
This is
touchdown,
caught.
man.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And this one through the uprights and good.
Come on, boy. Stupid, man.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
2nd down following the run. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here back to the 15. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is
do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Going for the deep ball.
Kick it,
Long
man.
attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Man, look at that
Inside
shit.
the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. So they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Sanu, the man in motion left. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Sanu, the man in motion left. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the 1st, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And the play clock's running down. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking down. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 55 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. A beautiful fake. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adrian Claymore in there to get him for a loss of 5. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
this defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a... Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Third down here.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Play clock winding down. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
21.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Coleman. Finds a seam inside the 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, 53 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in
Ooh,
control.
I needed that, bro.
Like the way it sounds, Frody?
Exact.